Okay, so are you ready for awesomeness? I'm really excited about this quick tip. I actually saw this on iHeart Organizing, which is an awesome blog that I read. I love and hate her. I don't know how she does it. I don't have the time or the desire to be that organized. But this was a great idea, and I'll show you what it is. Under our stairs, I just recently did, you probably saw, was the video just before this one, and that's where I kept all like our family's memorabilia. And while it was under there, I was like, why am I keeping stuff that I think is special in such a horrible, dirty, gross, hard to get to space? So I decided to do what she did, which was create a little memory center right here in my home. And all I did was bought this IKEA shelf and these bins and replaced the wire useless fish tank stand that we had with this unit here. So inside, I have one for like my wedding and husbandy stuff. I kept all the little homemade things he made me, and all like our ticket stubs and stuff when we were dating, all the movies we went to, all the notes, and then things from our wedding like our cake topper, picture book, stuff like that. So for my kids, I kept like their first pair of shoes. I've got like the outfits they wore home from the hospital, a few different things. My daughter wore this coat when she was a baby and I loved it, so I kept that. And again, some pictures and knitted blankets and things like that. What I love about this system is now I have a spot, like recently, if my husband's in the paper or something like that, I can clip it and I can put it in his memory box. Instead of having like, oh, I want to keep this, but where do I put it? And all those random little scrappy memorabilia thingamajiggers. Now I have a spot to put it. My grandfather passed away and I had, and I really regret this, but I had his like obituary and stuff like that, and I was holding on to it for a long time, but then I'm like, where do I keep it? Well, now I have my own memory bin, and this would be a place like I have my old brownie thing, I have my school books. I love Wonder Woman, I'm a huge Wonder Woman person, so I have this Wonder Woman Barbie, but I've got things like that, and now I can put other little pieces of memorabilia in my bin, and when they're full, obviously I'll have to reevaluate. I've got my kids' school binders. Every year I do a binder for them. So obviously I only got a couple years left and I'll have to consolidate. But the truth is, you're not going to want to pass down more than a bin to your kids anyways. I mean, people keep so much. But this really limits what I can keep and makes sure that when I'm passing it to my kids, that it's not an obnoxious amount of stuff that they're not going to want to keep. The other best part is my kids actually are going through it. Like, I tell them, go ahead. They can go through and they can look at the shoes they wore home. They can look at the, picture books they made in kindergarten. They can, do what memorabilia is supposed to be for and relive the memory and cherish it and enjoy it and not just have it under the stairs. So I love this. I can't even tell you how much I love this. It's just an IKEA shelf and some bins, finding a little spot, and I'm so, so glad I did. So that's your tip. We'll see you next time.